It's 20 minutes before 9 o'clock, and this morning WBTV is on your side and in your community in celebration of National Library Week. Arden McLaughlin,
I made
Charlotte
it to
Reeves, and librarian Martha Yesowich are joining us to talk about the 10,000 book challenge.
Yes.
And if there's anything I like better than books, I don't know what it is, because I love to read, and Arden and I go back a long way with the reading. And
like
being
10 years maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
I haven't aged a bit. How about you?
Yeah, I didn't have gray hair when you and I started. What does that say? I don't know.
I gave you the gray hair. So
tell us about the 10,000 book challenge.
We are trying to raise 10,000 books between now and the end of June for our summer reading programs in our community. So your Library Foundation kicks off the campaign today in honor of National Library Week, and we brought in some of our favorite children's books. These will be 10,000 children's books, and I brought Martha, who is actually on our foundation board and a librarian, to tell you all why the children's books are so important.
Why are children's books so important, Martha?
Well, children's books are important, you know, because I bet you loved to read as a kid, true?
I loved to read as a kid, yes.
Kids who love to read grow up to be adults who love to read.
Yes.
And books are especially important in the summer. You may have heard of the summer slide, which is a very bad thing. Children can lose up to a half a grade level of reading skills over the summer if they don't read during the summer months. So the library puts together a summer reading program, gives children incentives to read, and then Arden and the foundation step in and want to be able to supply books for those children. We want it to be easy for kids to find the books they want to read at the library.
Oh, this is a great idea.
Thanks.
I was reading something this weekend, very interesting, because a lot of people out there are going to say, well, we have an iPad, or I have a Kindle reader, or something like that. And they're wonderful devices, and they do encourage a lot of people to read. But I was reading that actually reading a book versus reading on a tablet, you actually retain more of the information.
Isn't that fascinating?
What do you all think about that?
Well, that's absolutely true. I've probably read the same study. And we actually will buy hardback and ebooks. Your library also has the opportunity for you to download ebooks, because sometimes they are easier, even with kids, to travel with them. So it's just going back and forth, because we are a nation that reads on computers and does those sorts of things, so you have to be able to balance. But there's still, for me, nothing quite as nostalgic as opening up Skippy John Jones and seeing all the little chihuahuas bounce off the page and just really come to life. And you know, for better or worse, you just don't get the same effect with an ebook that you do with a hardback book. So
exactly. And you can't color in this and mess up all the pages, but that is part of the fun of having a book, right, Martha?
That's right. And well, you know, you can color on your iPad screen, but we don't encourage it. Something else about ebooks is that children do increase their literacy with ebooks, and we consider technological literacy a part of the literacy that we encourage at the library. So when you read a book like this, you get a larger spread than you get when you're doing an ebook, and the sequencing across the page is really important for children. But the ebook is something that they can easily pack to sit in the doctor's office waiting room, something to take to the beach and then sit in your room and read. And so we think it's all part of what we want children to be doing here in Charlotte.
Right.
Our ebooks are not taking away from our checking out. They're actually enhancing it, so we're reading more.
We want it all.
We need 10,000 books. I hope you will help, because it's a wonderful thing, and I'm always encouraging students and kids to read more. Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Arden. It's good to have you with us here today. And this runs through the end of June.
You can check out Charlotte Mecklenburg Library Foundation to get a link to give us.
All right. If it's raining outside today, it may be a good day to